I've just finished the, well, I haven't. Yesterday I finished the sanding, all of the sanding, and I'm just going to show you now what I've done. Next step is going to be to wash it down, but I finished it yesterday. It's been one heck of an amount of work. I said, you know, a couple of 3 days. I don't know. I mean, when I splice all these videos, bits of video stuff together, I'll be able to see myself what I said. But it's been a heck of a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. I've got through 2 of the actual plates at 12 quid each on the sanding machine, and loads of other bits. It's been quite hard work, quite intense work, bloody laborious, and a pain in the backside, but I'm glad I've done it. And I finished it last night, as I said, just as it was getting dusk. It's what day is it today? Thursday. So I finished it yesterday, Wednesday, the 1st of April, and it's no joke. I did it for a couple of hours yesterday evening after work just to finish it off. So next job is going to be to wash it all down, and that's going to be in itself a big job because it's layered in dust. It's going to take a good couple of washes and then start the painting. But just while the weather is nice now, the sun's out, as you can probably see, I thought I'd just give a very quick run round so you can see how it looks. I'll give a quick talk as I'm doing it, but I'm doing this chat at the side of the house. There's the van, because I actually look a real pillock doing it in the street in front of the neighbours. So here we go on a once round, done all the way down the front there, did at the top. That was a bit precarious, but I did at the top. It's done right down the side, and round the back, as you can see. Hang on. And back up this side. You can see here the dust just. So that's the thing. What I haven't done is get rid of all the rust on it, just because, well, because I haven't done it. That in itself, I've got rid of the small bits, but I mean there's some bits where there's just holes galore, quite frankly, and I haven't filled it all in. I wanted to get it done as quick as possible, looking at the time I had, and then I can work on the other bits as and when I go, and just add you know, top up the paint and do the rest of it then. It's old if you knew, you know, if I know now what I knew then, because all right, so it's 1st, 2nd of April today, right in the middle of coronavirus. I doubt I'm going to be using it much for weeks and weeks and weeks. So if I'd have known that when I started it, I could have probably dealt with the rust better than I'm likely to do. But there you go, it is what it is. It's on the way, so probably tomorrow now. I'm going to give it a good wash, and maybe Saturday morning, and the idea is then over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday when the weather's supposed to be good, is to at least have a go at starting the painting. So good afternoon. I am just about to start doing a bit of paintwork. Night before last I sprayed a little bit of the bumper just to test it out, and it looks quite good actually. I think it's going to be okay, so I'll show you the product. This is what I used, Quick Colour Spray. I bought it in B&Q hardware store for about £8. It's basically the cheapest I could get. They had it in a number of colours, but didn't want to be too daring. I've gone for black. I'm going to spray the bumper now, which I'll show you how that comes. It's Thursday evening. Give it a good 24 hours to dry, and that means on Friday, which is Good Friday, so there's no work, I shall start painting the vehicle bopper. So it's not a very technical test. This is the bit that I did. This is just to show you me having spraying the bumper with the quick stuff. As I said, I'm going to shake it for a minute. I'll speed that bit up. This is when I did a bit of testing. It looks quite good, so hopefully it'll come out okay. well, I say it myself, that literally took about, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's not a bad job, is it? I mean, from a distance, no one's going to complain about that. Well, not really from close up either. It's Good Friday, and what a good Friday it is. Beautiful weather, and I'm about to start the painting. So this is a last look at the old van before the conversion to the new van. Looks okay, a little bit, it doesn't look okay. The bodywork on it was okay, metal wise, but it looks a state, so hopefully it's going to look a lot better when I finish this. So a quick look at what I've got to do the job. I bought a lot of these few packs, as you can see. These are just own brand cheap foam rollers, so I can just chuck them away at the end rather than mess about with them. These here, I'm told, was worth rubbing over the area before, just to get any last bits of dust out. So there's tack cloths, random selection of brushes, gloves to get the paint off my hands. 1, 2, 3, and another one over there. 4 of them, and the most important bit is the paint. So the paint here, I've got a 2.5 litre tin, and there's a matching same colour on there. And another 1 litre to back it up. That says on the back here that it gives coverage of 10.5, and we can read that there. 10.5 metres per litre. So bear in mind the van is it's about 6 metres long, so a couple of metres high. So 2 6s is 12. Both sides is 24. Front and back, it probably adds a bit more. Call it 30. So let's say 30 litres. That's going to do me 10.5. Yeah, so I should, I don't know, but I've got an extra backup as a litre there. If it all goes pear-shaped, I'll buy some more. And the other one is a dark green, which is for the bit strip along the bottom. Also, I got some thinner, because I wasn't going to thin it, and I've been advised to thin it, so by about sort of 10-20%. Certainly the first coat. I was only going to do 1 coat, but everybody's told me I'm a fool, so second coat's going on. So that's 1 day's worth of work there. I did that yesterday. That is thinned, 1 coat thinned. It's not bad at all. You can in places see it definitely needs another coat, but it doesn't look bad. Colour looks great, but that's opinion. Yeah, needs another coat today, which I'm going to do. Oh, hang on. Ignore the patch on the corner there. There's a story that I won't bore you with. So that paint that I've done there was thinned and took about 2/3 of the big tin of the 2.5 litre tin, so sort of whatever, 1.5-ish litres. So I'm hoping, I don't know, actually I'm not going to get another coat, because that was thinned by, I was thinning it by about 20%, 10% maybe. I wasn't very technical. Problem with measuring it, I put the thinner in, but then the next time I couldn't see how much was in after the second time, because it covered up the mark on the pot. But it's going to be difficult to thin. The next coat is going to use more paint because I won't be thinning it, so it obviously won't go as far. So I'm going to just judge it today, see what happens, but definitely going to end up having to buy some more paint. I'm pretty sure of that, but I'll let you know how it goes on, because it's quite interesting. I mean, the paint, those 3 tins of paint I bought and the thinners was £90, so it's not cheap. It's not the most expensive thing, I know, but it's not cheap. Soon starts to add up, so I was trying to avoid any more, but I'm definitely going to have another. COVID virus, Easter bank holiday weekend, day 3. So on Good Friday I painted it, and you've just seen that was sort of light green. Yesterday I've painted it the second coat, or most of it, and it has darkened it slightly because this one I didn't thin at all, so it's not thinned. I mean, it feels, I have to say, really good. I mean, it feels fantastic. I bet. Almost like a professional had done it, if only they knew. It's Easter Sunday today. I'm going to finish off the little bits that I've not done, which I'll show in a second, and then do the strip along the bottom. So let's get on with it. I'm really not sure in this light you can see this, but up until that line there, so there and down, has had the second coat. So it's the final coat. It's darker. This is the colour here. Previously with the just with the thin versions. I'm going to finish these bits off today, but just wanted to show that to see if you can see the difference. Oh, Easter Monday, day 4, and the weather has took a turn for the worse. The wind's blowing, and quite frankly, it's freezing. I'm just going to give you a little show of what I did yesterday. So the middle part, so excluding the top and the strip at the bottom, I've now done. The middle part is done. Both coats done. Job done. Finished. Finito. I'll put the first coat, so effectively the undercoat, on the roof. I'm going to do the top coat on that in a minute, and then do the bottom. So give you a quick glance, but it's looking good. Looking good. I mean, you don't tell me, you've got to love that. Looking great, isn't it? I'm walking down the lawn now. The neighbours are probably looking at me, thinking I'm mental. Just bang my head on a tree. How's that? So the top part, you probably can't see that clearly. That is the top coat. It needs another coat, and then obviously I've got to do that strip at the bottom, which I've got some darker green. I'm going to do that. Hopefully do that today as well. The sun should be out this afternoon. It's 1 o'clock now. The sun, according to the BBC, is coming out soon. Perfecto. So that is it. Finished. I'm not doing any more. I'm fiddling on and off with it all the time, but I've now completed the job. I put 2 coats of the lighter green paint on the main part of the body, 3 coats of this sort of sea green strip along the bottom. I'm going to show you all this in a second. Put a couple of vinyl transfers on to make it look pretty, and it's done. It's been bloody hard work. If you think you're going to do this sort of job in a fortnight, you're not. It's going to take you some amount of time if you're doing it on your own, even full time. I mean, I've been doing a lot of hours each day, full time, and a lot of hours after work as well. And it's took me a long time. You need to probably, if you've just got weekends and you're working, you need to set yourself a couple of months aside to do a job like this, or at least if you do it as badly or slowly or as inadequately as I do. Let me show you what I've done. So there it is. I don't want to big myself up too much, not my style, but looks pretty good, although I say so myself. All the bumper and the grille at the front there has all been spray painted. I did that just with a spray paint out of a tin. New badge, new number plates, just to freshen it up. Down the side, looking pretty good too. So there you have it. Start of all this. You probably had me down as a bit of a duffer, but I've not done too bad. Pleased with myself, very pleased with myself. Wait for the old coronavirus to finish and we'll be off. I might even push the boat out and go outside the county. That's how daring I'm feeling now. Look after yourselves.